All right, hey Watch fam. Do a little something a little bit different today. Kind of going on a little bit of a tour around the neighborhood. I'm actually pretty excited. I ended up finally getting my JLC Navy Seal Diver master compressor back from JLC. It was out at the Watch Doctor for a little bit, and that can be a little bit challenging. So I'll share a little bit about my experience with, I guess, the JLC service experience. Definitely wasn't the fastest experience I had, but wasn't the slowest either. So I really can't complain too much. But anyway, here it is. Finally get a chance to get out and wear this. Super excited. So I sent it off sometime in November. I think I requested the box. And this is something that did frustrate me. So I requested 2 watches to be serviced. One, my JLC Polaris. I've had it now for just over 5 years, and really would like to get the service before the warranty expires. It has an 8-year warranty, so I requested a box for that, and they said they shipped the FedEx box, but it still haven't came back yet. So that was a little frustrating, but they did send me the box for my Navy Seal compressor diver, so that one arrived probably 2 to 3 days after I did the request. So I sent the watch off in November. I want to say November 10th, and I received the watch back May 8th. So just about half the year, about 6 months. So if that was a new watch that you sent off for service, that could be pretty frustrating, to say the least. But the service was only $650. So while that's definitely not cheap for one of the major brands, you really can't complain too much. I've had services when I sent off my drop pair ago. Granted, that was a chronograph. That service is around $1,600. So I do appreciate that. $650 is not too bad to consider. Sorry, I'm walking up this hill. This may or may not be a really good idea. We don't know. We'll see. But it's a beautiful day out. We're finally starting to get some good weather in this part of Maryland. So I figure we can just go on a little bit of walk. But anyway, I did a review on this watch. I want to say, I guess it's been almost 2 years, probably going on 3 years. And I've had this in the collection now for 4 years. Picked this up used. It is definitely my favorite diver. When it was out of the collection, I missed it a lot. It is so versatile. This black bracelet, which I don't have anything like this in my collection. I have my ceramic Christopher Ward. They give me that murdered out military look, and it was a good substitute for this while this was out for service. But this is just so versatile. I throw it on the green NATO. I throw it on the black bracelet, black leather, black rubber, black NATO, white, yellow. I really wish they brought this line back. Today, JLC doesn't have a traditional diver in a collection or in their catalog. So I think this is an amazing classic. I just really love this line. And this is the 42 millimeter. They had some that was 44. This 42 millimeter is the perfect size. I did a couple comparisons next to the Omega PO, and that's pretty awesome. It's a pretty awesome diver as well. This JLC definitely is just in a league of his own. One of the things I called out in my last video, the video review of this watch, was the bezel was extremely loose. So after having it serviced, they did, fix the bezel. It's still extremely loose. It's probably closer to the action of the Seiko with a little bit more sturdiness, but it definitely has more of a luxury feel, where the Omega NATO has that more tool watch feel. This is definitely silent, which would make sense if you were, I guess, a Navy SEAL and you don't want to make a lot of noise. The Omega PO is a diver's tool, makes a lot of noise. The Navy SEALs diver is almost silent. I don't know if I'm gonna keep this, but I guess why not, right? This channel is all about fun, having conversation. Main thing is that I just wanted to get up here and tell everybody I'm really excited to have this one back. I guess it gave me a reason to talk about this watch because I haven't had an opportunity to put this one out. So hitting my main street right now. So when I think about the overall service experience from the service, it wasn't too bad. I like the fact that I could always check my service online with JLC. That is something that was, I feel like that's a luxury experience. I've had watches serviced by Omega, Jaeger-LeCoultre, and typically you're waiting for updates from your AD, very little communication from the manufacturer. I was supposed to get my watch back sometime in April, and I'm assuming that they had a hard time finding the parts. This is a limited watch. They only made 1,500 of these. And I don't think this ever became a series. There are some different diver compressor series, but the 42 millimeter is in a class of its own. So definitely understandable, like why they needed this extra time. But anyway, I was able to go back in there. I got an email updating me that the delay happened and why the delay happened. So granted, it pushed my time back. I felt good to be informed. And so JLC, keep that up. Also love that I can just request a service for any of my watches now. So JLC has updated the website over the last couple of years. Maybe that's the reason why they fell. Their prices justify going up 20%. Haha, bad joke. But no, it is a really nice aesthetic that I can go in there. I have 5 JLC watches in the collection, and I can easily request service for any of them. If I want a strap, they finally updated that tool, so I don't have to find the exact reference number. I can just select that watch and shop any straps that they currently have available. So that has been really nice. I actually just ordered the leather strap. Just ordered the leather strap for the Navy Seal compressor diver from the website. And it was because it was super easy. Probably overpaid. I probably could have found that a little bit cheaper on Chrono 24, but I ordered one off eBay and it was damaged. I thought I was gonna be able to salvage it. So I'm like, just screw it, buy a brand new one. The Navy Seals Diver is an unsellable for me in my collection. Again, like this is just my favorite diver. So low key. It is such a great watch to walk. Let's take a stroll with anywhere. It's a if you know type timepiece. And I think that's what I really enjoy about it the most. I've often wondered, if JLC should take a moment to think about bringing these back. I don't even think you need to do it in this really unique rubber that they have on this bracelet, which is just, again, such a badass configuration. But even this a stainless steel diver from JLC, give me a green bezel, maybe a blue bezel. JLC is really big on that now. It seems like all the Polaris models are blue. And they just dropped a new, beautiful, I think it's the Geographic in a Polaris case. And while stunning, it's another blue dial. But my original, or my Polaris chronograph is blue. So I don't know if I would do it in that color. I still love, I do really love that Panda dial Polaris that came out last year. It's a very, very distinctive look. But anyway, thank y'all for clicking on the video. Thank y'all for going on a little stroll with me. Wanted to get outside. Beautiful day to talk about watches and change up the scenery for the channel. I also found these cool little microphones that make it a little bit easier for me to do this. You really need a decent microphone to have good outside video. So we'll see how well these sound. There's a lot of noise, and if it does a good job keeping the background noise out, I think we'll be in the win. I've been sitting on my Alexander Shortcross video for about a couple weeks. I just haven't had the time to sit down and edit. Work has been a little bit on the crazy side. I got a lot of projects going on, so I'm working on my R&B album still. That's been a lot of fun, making some music with my sons. My oldest son graduates here really soon. We got the grandbaby on the way, so super excited about that. So life's been really, really busy, but I have some really good videos that I actually shot and edited the Omega video. Super excited to put that one out, hopefully really soon. The Alexander Shurikoff video is about 90% there. Trying something a little bit new. Did a little bit of history lesson, so interwebs, be nice. No, don't be nice, actually. If it's not good, tell me. That way I don't try to go down a different rabbit hole. What else I have in the pipeline? Oh, I still have the Citizen Tusoya that I need to edit and get some more photos of. So hopefully I'll get some time off here shortly and just get a few days just to get caught up on editing. That's like my therapeutic process. So when life is stressful, I really enjoy editing videos or really enjoy doing music. When I get to combine both those worlds together, I'm at my happiest. And if I can do all that, and you add watches in it, oh man, I'm in heaven. Anyway, glad I got a chance to update y'all on this cool watch. Get this back in the collection. Maybe do a couple comparison videos of some other divers. I do think this is just one of the coolest divers that's been released in the last 2 decades. It's kind of hitting that neo vintage area at this point. And the fact that they were using ceramic back then, this kind of shows you how ahead of the game they were. This matte black ceramic is just, man, again, it's incredible. All right. Well, that's it, Watch fam. Thank y'all again. We'll see you soon.